You do a lot of work with students, and I have seen that you've presented at some universities. What are the students studying? Because obviously you're presenting your career and everything you've done.
Yeah.
So what about, and what kind of questions do they ask you?
I do a lot of alumni work with University of Winchester, which is where I attended, and actually where a lot of us attended from Mitchell and Stone. So often speaking with the media and communications students, which is obviously a bit more directly related to what I do now. And a lot of them, do ask specifics about kind of how I've got to where I have, and like, have you got any advice for my CV, for my LinkedIn? I've done LinkedIn presentations for the students before. But they still have certain level of anxiety around doing that, of course, if they feel like
Absolutely.
they're inexperienced. But, I just try and change their mindset, because a lot of that is imposter syndrome. And I try and sway them away from that and say, listen, everyone starts somewhere, and you still have thoughts and opinions. Even if you don't have cold, hard work experience, you still have thoughts and opinions that are valuable.
And I think also another word alongside imposter syndrome, limiting beliefs. Been talking a lot
Yeah.
recently with a friend of mine about limiting beliefs and how sometimes they can be ingrained in us from a very young age. So we grow up into adulthood. University is a prime example. When you're growing up, you're a young adult, you move through adolescence, and now you can think for yourself and make your own decisions. That can actually be scarier, because if you haven't had that or had a good sounding board around you, it can feel quite intimidating, as you say, to kind of open up a LinkedIn, start sharing your voice projects, reach out to people.